Hi everybody, it's Rich and Michelle here from Gypsy's Bees. I just wanted to show you real quick a little bee vac that I made for Michelle. She's doing a lot more cutouts nowadays, and with the cutout you really need to vacuum the bees out of there so you don't hurt them too awful bad. I looked online and I seen a lot of different types of bee vacs, and most of them was made out of wood, and I just didn't like how they was designed. They seemed awkward, and I just didn't like how they looked. So what I ended up going with is there's a company out there called Buckethead that makes these vacuums that just snap right on top of a 5-gallon bucket. I picked it up off of Amazon. It was, I don't know, 21 bucks, something like that. Run down to Menards or your local big box store and you can pick up an empty 5-gallon bucket, pick up a handful of lids, a couple extra buckets. They just snap right on, and then on the other buckets, your spare ones, you're going to want one that's solid. That's going to create the vacuum. And then on your other ones, what I did is on the top of it, on this very first one, is I drilled 2 1.25-inch holes in the top, and then just put 2 1.25-inch PVC fittings on there, glued them together. On the one that goes to the vacuum, I put a small piece of screen on there so the bees don't get sucked through this and into the vacuum. On the other one, obviously, you don't want one. To be able to control the vacuum, because you don't want the bees coming in 100 miles an hour slamming into the bottom, it's going to kill them. So you want to be able to control how much vacuum's in there. I cut another 2 1/4-inch hole, put some screen wire on there, and then I just used this piece of Kydex. You can use your hand, but I just used a piece of Kydex on there. And then also the big concern whenever you're extracting bees is you've already got them agitated, so they're creating a lot of heat. I wanted to make sure that I had the container that they was going to be transported in well ventilated. So all I did was just cut some holes, squares in the side of it, and I also did the same thing on the top. Now this top will be used a little bit later, but basically what you do is you'll take the container that you're going to house the bees in once you extract them, set them in there, take your lid, snap on here, take your hose, go to the vacuum, to the bucket head, put it in there. It's going to be kind of hard for me to talk at the same time, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to close this a little bit, either with my hand or with this, and that's going to control how much vacuum comes out of there. That way the bees don't come in and slam down in the bottom of it. Right now there's no vacuum at all. There's none whatsoever. But the more you close this, the more vacuum there is. This particular hose here is for cleaning pools. It's considerably cheaper than if you was to go buy vacuum hose and extension. You probably heard a little bit of whistle in there, and that's just because this is ribbed in here. Sometimes what you'll have is with it being ribbed, the bees will get kind of bound up in there a little bit. They'll ball up in there. If they do, all you got to do is just close this off, and it'll create enough suction that it'll suck them all the way through. Once you get done, you'll take and, just like whenever you buy a nuke, you'll take and slam that down just to get all the bees down to the bottom. Pop your lid off, grab your other lid that you ventilated, just slip it over there, snap it on, and there you've got all your bees you've just extracted, and they're in a well ventilated case. Now on the bottom of this, I don't have it in there yet, but I have sitting over on the side, I have some 1-inch foam that I bought down at the hobby store. It's just closed cell foam. I'm going to put that down in the bottom, and that's going to kind of create some type of cushion for them so that they don't hit the bottom of the solid bucket real hard. It gives them a little bit of bounce. So I think this will work out real well. Thanks for watching. Check out Gypsy's Bees on Facebook or gypsysbees.com on the website, and we'll talk to you later.